Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Vardhaman College of Engineering at their Incubation Center are upskilling students to create something new and become the future entrepreneurs. Let's find out more about it.
This center has been created with a very basic fundamental support to be extended to the students as well as the entrepreneurs around us. So we basically wanted to support technically both of these communities who generally in our country find it difficult to build their career or improve their career. The students approach us with their bright ideas, but somewhere in their mind there is a bottleneck or they feel that there is a constraint which has to be taken care by somebody who is knowledgeable about most of the things involved in this particular process. And at this point they come to us, and this is where we try to fragment the requirement of that particular idea which an entrepreneur has come with, whether it is a student or an individual or an industry. And then we try to discuss with them what exactly can be done, what process can be adopted to simplify and just come to a stage where proof of concept can be generated, and then be able to test their idea or modify their idea further to get a final shape of the product which is marketable.
So the students, those who are looking for internships and real-time problem solving skills, so we are providing some courses plus internship certificates. So actually students are looking for internships maybe as per their academic point of view or for their career point of view. So further we identified the problem the students are facing. Based on that we created this counter. So in that we have a courses like web development, data analytics and technical vehicle sound designs. So these courses are prepared by experts from some XYZ companies. So that courses are available in our EdTech. So based on the student requirement, they will register, they will access the videos. Then after that, we will give 15 days of time. We will give a real-time product that is developed by the students. Then they will submit to us. After scrutinizing all it, we will give a, he's learned some courses, he prepared something, then we give the internship certificate to the students. So that is what the solution we got started. Based on that, this is our company is providing courses plus internships to the students. So how it is benefit is, first is benefit is budget. So many companies are providing these internship certificates. So we surveyed so many websites and companies. They are providing, it's a small course, but they are giving a 50,000, 20,000, maybe it goes to 50,000 also. So we surveyed something, what they are providing the content. So what we can provide the content. That is what we differentiate. So what they are providing, so we cover all major points, major parts of the courses. Then the major parts we cover, then it will internship. But coming to the budget, we give a 999 is the one of the cost. So it's a minimum amount to the student. So any student can bear that 10,000 out. So students cannot bear 20 or 30,000 in his education. Right? So we read the mindset of the students. We survey something. So what amount you can pay for this particular courses for internship. So somebody says that I am paying 20,000. He given only some content. I received internship. That's like this we survey. Then what our endpoint is. So we do limited courses so that student is benefited. So tuitions also more. So we can also survive in the market. That is what the idea and impact of the society. So let's envelope the students are the benefits. with a minimum budget, more content with certificate. So initially we faced some problems to advertise these courses availability in the different colleges, different environments. So we got that 4 or 5 colleges are given some opportunity. We utilized that, registrations are received. Then we successfully released the course. We released the problem statement. Students also submitted the problem statements. Based on that, we released our own certificate. So that is what from starting 6 months, we faced some issues. Then after that, it's gone to our budget is at 10 lakhs per hour.
So how are you planning to take it forward to, make it bigger from here?
So actually we are planning for some of the basic courses which is not covered by the high companies. So companies are providing the same courses, but they will provide in a complex level. They're not covering the basic points or actual student require. So that we identify, we are covering more courses in the future so that students are benefited. Then maybe our company also will grow in the next few years.
What we realize is if someone wants to showcase their physical space, they don't really have any other means of showcasing it other than traditional photos or videos that you have in the market right now. We thought of bringing an interface which grabs users' attention and it makes it an interactive and immersive experience for the end user. We thought of implementing this firstly for farmhouses. We did a lot of market testing to check if the need that you're solving for actually exists in the market or not. We tried selling the product before we had the means to even deliver it. Once we got really good exceptional response from the consumers, we thought, okay, this is a problem that we want to pursue to solve. When we were looking for a farmhouse, we could not really realize how the farmhouse was looking, how it would be from inside, unless I saw a person who had an entire 360-degree view of his farmhouse. It wasn't like an interactive experience, but it was in a video format. From there, I got the realization that if we give the end user the independence to move around and have a look at the things at his own pace, that would make it very interesting, as well as that would solve the problem for people that can't understand the physical space with photos or just videos. So the solution that we came up with, we got a virtual tour, which basically comprises of the entire physical space in 360 degrees in an interactive immersive way. Like it can move ahead if I want. If I want to move ahead, I can go ahead, have a look at the entire place. Like I can move around, I can see the entire place in 360 degrees. There is this bar with which I can see what all the places are there. Let's say I want to go to the master bedroom. I can just click on the master bedroom and I can have an entire view of the master bedroom. So this is what made it interactive and immersive. Upon developing the product, we realized that there are things that we could do even further. We added a gallery option where along with normal photos and videos, we showcase the 360 also. We can go back and we have all the call to action buttons that our customer might want to showcase to the end consumer. Let's say you want a call back, you can go to the call. You want to show information about the product, you can show information about the product. You want to show the location, you want to show the Google Maps link, or you want to show the website link. All of it is possible. So that is what we developed with the product. We are working with an interior since the starting of the company. We provided them with the solution of the virtual tour, and that really helped them showcase all his designs in a more immersive way to the end consumer. Because photos and videos might not do justice to what the end consumer wants to see. Photos and videos, there is no trust factor. The end consumer might think that this is the best part of the house, hence the photos are being shown. But once the end consumer has the liberty and the independence to look at the entire house himself, there is zero hidden factors over there. And I think that's in short is there in front of it. The quality that we are providing is much better than anyone that is providing it in the market. The pricing that you're providing is really cost effective for the retail outlets and physical stores that want to do this to them. We also provide any target buttons where you can have all the call to action buttons in one file. The virtual walkthrough that you're talking about, with the virtual walkthrough, you need to send an entire paragraph that describes your business, that gives them a demo of how to reach out to it. But yeah, everything is included over here. Right from calling you to having a look at the logos to visiting the website, all of it is mentioned in one single interface. We are working with over 25 clients. We started with a team of 5 and we scaled it to a team of 20 people right now. We are working with 25 clients and we are in talk with major brands as well. From the furniture industry, real estate industry with which has developers, which has interior designers, with retail outlets like gyms, cafes. Now, way forward for the company, I would believe, would be optimizing the way we serve customers having an entire network where we have repeated customers in the fields of real estate, construction companies, developers, interior designers, contractors.
First of all, in the current global market, we know that there is 55% of the middle class people living in the India. 55% of the population is of middle class. The rich people, they can afford and buy anything they wish or they want. But middle class people have to think twice before they buy something. So we have come up with a solution, renting. Online renting platform at affordable prices. Rentera. The name is Rentera, which gives things on rent. You can give things on rent as well as you can take things on rent. So Rentera is an online platform which provides local communities a vibrant online platform for renting at affordable prices. And this platform is a C2C platform, that is customer to customer.
Okay. So again, if we come back to the statistics part, where we said that 55% were of middle class people in India. Out of them, 59% are from the age group 18 to 40. So we can see that mainly after teenagers, elders and mostly elders are there. Out of which, what we found out was they were having transportation issues, and this was the time of COVID period. So at that time, mostly things were done like work from home, but still there were certain gaps. So what we thought is, because everyone can't buy it, we will give certain variety range of products in rent. And by this, what happened was many people can make use of those services which in earlier days couldn't happen. This was existing, but in offline, where it was very limited, and even many people were not aware of it. And even if you take a tourism sector, whenever we visit a new place, mostly what we go for is one thing is we will have some pictures of ourselves. So there a temporary cameraman will come, he will take a picture. Instead of that, what we thought was because section of people are interested in taking the photo rather than someone else taking their photo. They like to have a camera on their head. So like that, certain people are there who don't want to just use Ola or Uber. They want a rented bike which they will drive. So there are certain segment which we are focusing. So the customer can be a lessor or a lessee. Lessor means he will give it on print, and lessee can use it, make use of it. So he will come to our platform, like our website, and certain details he has to give about himself. And whenever he is listing a product, there will be verification checks, sir. To classify whether he is a fraud or can. There will be some certain parameters are there, sir, including phone call. And we will personally visit them also if they are the first time customers. After we find out that they are genuine persons, we will add their products as a listings in our website, and anyone can use it.
Depending on the category, we did collaborations with certain sectors like transport, electronics, gaming. So according to that, when they list the products, we'll check it if it is genuine or fraud. Once it is genuine according to our criteria, we list it on the platform, and the customers who is in need of the certain product will rent it. I chose online platform because it is easy in renting, and also it is easy to display more products in many categories.
And this is the recent version of our website with many changes were there. And in this version, what we can see is we have particularly focused on any person to be able to interact with this website very easily. So we have put directly drop down option staples boxes here, where they can type in whatever they want to search for. Like for example, if I am choosing cars, I want a little car, suppose we type cars, and I can type enter, and there's not we can give it location also.
It's a Hyderabad specific platform, so any location within the Hyderabad can be given so that you can get the nearest renting product possible.
Many agencies can improve their business, sir. They can get higher profits if they upload anything online, sir, instead of just depending on offline sales. As you all know that online anyone can see, and the range or network will just expand too much, sir. So if you see e-commerce also, websites. Before websites in India, we used to just have some retail stores At Max, we used to have some like malls. Say it's
Instead of offline advertisements, our platform is acting as a digital marketing platform for these businesses. With the help of social media marketing, we were able to gain around 3,000 users in the very starting, and we were able to help them. But like it's a startup, so we are also learning. Even the customer needs test others to list their products. So we faced a few problems, like there was a fraud also, but we were able to figure it out, and that's why we made it a C2C platform, so that we don't interfere in between, and we just connect people to each other.
I'm Cyril and I'm the co-founder of Xverse Meta.
I'm Hemant and I'm an intern in the Xverse Meta.
So we are trying to fill the training gaps which are there in the industrial field, and we are also trying to give the practical education at max possible with our virtual reality product. So we will be creating virtual environments that might be suitable for meta tourism, like tourism purposes, or also for training purposes that might be any mech related, mechanical related, or like car painting, or what are the training sections that usually have. So instead of directly going to the industries or factories and messing up there, we can make it in virtual reality. So at max reality, that whatever the things that are possible in the real world, we can make it possible in the virtual reality, and beyond the real world also we can be doing in the virtual reality. So if a person is on Earth, he can even explore Mars by sitting here. So we can create the virtual environment of Mars, and we can directly dumping it into the Oculus or like whatever the virtual reality supported gadgets. So there we can clearly see how exactly the environments that out of even the planet, or like we can make everything possible in the virtual reality. So the main thing that we are focusing on is training, giving the training sessions, and fulfilling the gaps of our education sector, whatever the education sector gaps are there, like lack of practical knowledge, like rather than saying something like related to chemistry or something. So we are trying to give the practical knowledge out of them, rather than just saying H plus O2 gives rise to H2O. So students can come up, they can hold hydrogen, oxygen, and they can mix. If something goes wrong, what will be the consequences? They can come to know virtually. Like if there is an explosion, what happens exactly? They can practically gain that knowledge. So this is one of the things that we are dealing with. And the other one is like training purposes that I have mentioned. So we can even do car repairs or painting trainings, or like designing, or whatever thing that we have in mind, we can directly put it up in the virtual reality. It might be anything. And coming back to the meta tourism perspective, we can get back the rich heritage that we lost in wars. So whatever the kingdoms or like castles that were broken in late 1000 or 1500 century, we can reconstruct them everything in the virtual reality. If we are having a rough blueprint, like this is how it should be, or this is how it was. So if you are having that blueprint enough,
Or can you think you can find some fish here, or white fish here, and grain, everything detailing and color of it. But yeah, I can find some people standing in the queue just to board in the boat. There's a girl here, the man and all. Let me go into the boat now. Yeah, I'm currently in the boat now. Okay, so you can see the steering wheel and all, controls and all, everything here. The seats here, the driver seat and the passenger seats in the background. And yes, are you able to see the front view of the from the boat? And also hot air balloons in the top. You can find some hot air balloons. There's some ship here, another ship coming towards me there, and also yes, you can find like beach view here. You can find some animals also. They are horses. You're actually walking towards them. Yeah. You can find some butterflies here when you crash anything. There's some water from a prison cat here, just to do some science and all. You can find everything here. There's a tower also. Oh, the kitchen area, the dining area, and also the couch here. Everything. The here. We couch here. And also everything. I mean, the music systems and all the books you can find the bottom rack, and also some music equipment here, and you can find some books on the table for some jars and water bottle, and also a speaker here. There's some old music instrument to play music from old series. Let me go inside the bedroom. As I stood here, the doors opened automatically, as you can find it here. Let me go inside. You can find a girl sleeping here on the bed, and also a bed lamp here.
So we can everything create in the virtual reality, and we can try to explore. So whatever the rich heritage which is lost, or what is the future scope that we are expecting, everything we can make it in the virtual reality.